To the devilishly handsome Michael, the station master here in Nairobi. Probably the last time you're going to see him today, ladies and gentlemen. He's almost done with shift. Say goodbye, Mike!
Bye, Mike.
As we leave Nairobi, we're going to make a left-hand turn. We're going to pass underneath the Skyride. Just to the south of the building on the right-hand side where the Skyride is housed. Hey, there's my buddy Jordan. Hi, Jordan.
Hey.
How are you, Bob?
All right, man.
Just to the south of the building that the Skyride is in, we've got 12 cheetahs running around over there doing time trials for you. You might want to check that out before you leave here today. To the left-hand side of the train, behind all these trees and shrubs, we've got the edge of Africa. Now inside the edge of Africa, we have 16 acres of safari. It's a walk-through safari. You're going to see lions and lemurs and hyenas and a hippopotamus over there. You're even going to see an Egyptian crocodile over there. Now, that Egyptian crocodile is relatively new to the park. It's only been here for a very short period of time. It is undergoing a little bit of therapy right now. Because that Egyptian crocodile, up until a couple of weeks ago, has been living its entire life in denial. Hit it? In denial? To the right side of the train was the Crown Colony House, a restaurant and pub. You can sit inside or outside on the veranda overlooking the Serengeti Plains. To the right side of the train is the land of Egypt. Inside of Egypt, we have King Tut's tomb. We have games of chance. We have snack stands. We even have this very wonderful roller coaster ride over here. It's 4,000 feet long. It's all blue steel, and you're going to hang underneath it. That's right, you're going to hang underneath it. Your feet dangling in the air, touching the sky. Even footprints on clouds. Perfectly good bench, and you're sitting on the road. This roller coaster goes 150 feet in the air, does 65 miles an hour, and flips you upside down 7 different times. This is the MR.GEEKMEOUT roller coaster, ladies and gentlemen, located in Egypt. Come on back and ride it a little bit later. All right, so we're going to leave MR.GEEKMEOUT behind. We're going to leave Egypt behind, and we're going to head out onto the plains of the Serengeti. So once again, do not drop anything off the train. This includes cameras, cell phones, and mother-in-laws. If you do happen to drop any of these items off the train, do not attempt to retrieve them. We only ask that you pick the mother-in-laws up from the lost and found before you leave the park tonight. We do have several mother-in-laws up in the lost and found currently that have been, well, let's just call them unclaimed. All right? So if anybody's looking to make an exchange, we are looking to start negotiations today. As we enter the plains, ladies and gentlemen, feel free to roll your windows down all the way, get a nice little cross breeze going. This is the southern end of our Serengeti Plains. We do keep our reticulated giraffes out here. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Giraffe Park. 16 to 18 feet tall. They have an 18-inch long prehensile top. Reticulated actually refers to the net-like pattern on their skin. What else we got over here? We got eland antelope out here. Got eland antelope are actually laying up on the hillside over there. They weigh up to 2,000 pounds when they're fully grown. And they're the slowest of the antelope family. And they can only run about 25 miles an hour. Despite their large size, though, from a near standing position, they can jump 8 feet into the air. If you did happen to see these little white softballs on the ground back here in the sand by the rock, those were not softballs, those were real ostrich eggs. Real life ostrich eggs laid by our ostrich here in the park. Now one of those eggs is equivalent to 24 chicken eggs, and it will take you 2 hours to hard boil. If you are making ostrich egg salad, you really only need 1. Look over your left shoulders, ladies and gentlemen, all the way back here to the rear of the train. You might catch a glimpse of the Impalas before we leave the plane. The Impalas can jump 10 feet in the air, jump 30 feet across. They have a top running speed of about 50 to 55 miles an hour. We're going to enter the northern end of our Serengeti Plains right now. This is where we keep our white rhinos and our wildebeest and zebras. So keep your eyes open. The last time I was out here, the rhinos were up here on the left-hand side on this little plateau. I don't see them right there right now because, well, rhinos can walk, they can move. We got zebras that were over here to the left-hand side. Now the zebras are grand zebras out here. Grand zebras are the most photographed of the zebra families. Their stripes do go all the way around their bellies and connect underneath. Their stripes are unique to each and every individual animal. They're just like a fingerprint to you and I. Trivia question for you all. Are zebras black with white stripes or white with black stripes? Any takers? Nobody knows? That's a trick question if you don't know already. They're actually just brown stripes, what they are. They're not black at all. They're just very densely packed and very dark. They look black, but they are brown. Off to the left-hand side of the train, we do have wildebeest. Now, the wildebeest are large, gray, and shaggy with horns on the top of their head. Twice a year, the wildebeest gather all the zebras together with all the wildebeest, and they have about 2 million animals running across the plains of the Serengeti, forming the Great Migration. Now, if you were looking out into the plains, you did see some boulders sleeping underneath the shade of the tree, and those would have been the white rhinos out there. 5,000 to 7,000 pounds of animal, top running speed of 35 miles an hour. Now, a rhino's horn is not made up of bone. It is not made up of ivory. It is made up of keratin. Keratin is the same material that makes up your hair and your fingernails. It's just very, very densely packed onto the rhinos. It does grow right out of their skin, so essentially what you're looking at when you're looking at a rhino horn is a nose hair. That's right. I point that out in case somebody ever asks you to ingest a rhino horn powder. You are eating a rhino nose hair. Yummy. To the right side of the train, we got sable antelope. Now the sable antelope are reddish brown in color. Now these are females. The males are jet black. These are females. They practice a matriarch system in the wild, which means the ladies have all the power. That's right, it's just like being married. The little gazelles that are out here on the left-hand side, the ones further out underneath the shade of the tree laying down are Grant gazelles. The ones a little closer, looking just like them, only with a white face, are Springbok gazelles. Looking over to the left-hand side, underneath the shade of the tree, towards the front of the train by the fence line. That's one of our female ostrich up there. They do stand 9 feet tall and 300 pounds. These two more of them over on the right side, actually laying down by the fence line up here. Like I said, 9 feet tall, 300 pounds, but they can't fly. They are a bird, but they can't fly. But they can run 40 miles an hour. Inside the tunnel, ladies and gentlemen, make some animal noises, and we will pick you back up on the other side. that person on your left-hand side. Now look for the person on your right-hand side. Make sure it's the same person coming out of the tunnel as it was going in, please. We're going to make our way over to Congo, ladies and gentlemen. Congo is the home of the Kumba, the Congo River Rapids, and Jungala. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a contest in between trains every time the trains meet up, just like this, like they are right now. It's a contest in between conductors to see who's got the friendliest train. And I say it's this train. I say it's the yellow train. I think you guys are awesome. Let's show the green train what it's all about. Throw your hands up in the air. Everybody say hello, green train! Hi, green train! That's right. We are the happiest train on the tracks. Like I said, it's a contest in between conductors to see who's got the friendliest train. And I think we won that round. What do you think? You know why we won? Allison didn't know we were playing. Coming into Congo, remain seated till we come to a complete stop. Hold on for just a minute, please. We're almost there. It is now safe to exit on the platform side of the train. Only please exits to the front and rear of the train. All the way back here. All the way to the front. Either one. Our next stop will be Stanleyville if you are remaining on board. Shouldn't be too much longer. Pull forward for me, buddy. Okay. Yeah, what she said. Come a little bit closer. Come a little bit closer. Where you going? You want to sit with her? I'm right up in there. All right, ladies and gents, if you just got on board, remain seated at all times. Arms, hands, legs, and limbs inside the profile of the coach. No eating, no drinking, no smoking on board the train, please. We're going. We're out of here. We're making tracks. Do me a favor. You guys ready? Help me out a little bit. Grab that top rail in front of you and just everybody push. Everybody push. Come on, you guys can do it, I think. Give a little shove. Push! Lean in on it. I see the train starting to move, so you guys are pushing a little bit. That's good. All right, that's all we need. A little bit of forward momentum. Now say goodbye to Paul over here on the left-hand side. Paul looks tired. Doesn't Paul look tired? You know how Paul gets energy? Paul feeds off of you guys. The more you cheer for Paul, the happier he becomes. Bye, Paul! Bye, Paul! As we leave Congo, we are passing underneath the Kumba roller coaster. Kumba is an African word that translates into the English language meaning roar. This roller coaster goes 143 feet into the air. It does 60 miles an hour, and it will flip you upside down 7 different times during the ride. Once again, that is the Kumba roller coaster. Coming up on the right-hand side of the train, there's going to be an opening into Busch, and we're going to catch a glimpse of the Congo River Rapids ride. Now that is a 1/4 of a mile long river ride. You're going to go with 11 other people, and it is very possible you might get absolutely soaking wet on that ride. So please make sure you put away cameras and cell phones, please. Oh, we got the stilt walkers out here doing a little display for us. Hi guys! You can check out that show in Jungala, in the Jungala Square, in the Jungala Plaza, which is right here on the left-hand side. This is Jungala. We got Bengal tigers, orangutans, the Bengal bistro, the Orang Cafe, cargo net, zip lines, splash zones, all for you in Jungala. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you a quick question. You guys want to go faster? Are you sure? Here's how we get it done. Inside the tunnel, this is the scream tunnel. The louder you scream, the more the engineers release the brake as we go down the hill. So it's really up to you how fast we go. And I'll pick you back up on the other side. This must be the after lunch train. You guys were a little sleepy, a little tired. Not all the screaming of the 5 o'clock train, but that's okay. You guys did all right. Took us from the normal 8 miles an hour up to 8.2. That wasn't too bad. We're coming into Stanleyville. Stanleyville is the home of the Tidal Wave Ride, the Long Swing Ride, the Zambia Smokehouse, the Stanleyville Theater, and of course, SheiKra, Howard Dodge, posted here in the park. Real close by to Stanleyville, we've got Sesame Street Safari of Fun, Lorry Landing, and Walkabout Way, where you can feed wallabies and kangaroos. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want you to get overheated today. I do want you to partake of a little refreshment stand we have right here in front of the Stanleyville station. If you are a fan of lemonade, we've got that for you. If you're a fan of iced tea, we've got that for you. Right here at the Refresh Market, we got Minute Maid lemonade and Gold Peak iced teas. Different flavors of both. My personal favorite is the sweet green tea. That's the sweet green tea. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. I have been told that the lemonade, pomegranate lemonade, is absolutely delicious. Haven't tried it yet, but you might want to check it out. Now safe to exit on the platform for the Serengeti Express. Now, while we're sitting here waiting for our sister train to get in proper position, I've got to share with you a brand new joke I just heard. Are you ready? All right. So we got a camel, a boy camel, he's got 2 humps. And he meets a girl camel and she only has 1 hump. Well, they get married, they fall in love, and they had a baby. Now the baby came out, the baby didn't have no humps, 0 humps. You know what they named the baby? Humphrey. Get it? Humphrey? I like that joke.
Don't give up your day job.
This is my day job.
good.
Everybody keeps saying, don't give up my day job. This is it. If I give this up, I got nothing. But we do have summer nights coming up, so maybe I can switch it over to a night job. Alright. Don't worry, that's not even my worst joke.
Oh boy.
Come on in! Enter! Come this way. You can come up towards the front of the train where there's probably seats. Oh, what can I tell you about while we're sitting here? Oh, you know what I can tell you about? I can tell you about the Flemish rabbit that we have in Nairobi, in the Jambo Junction. That Flemish rabbit weighs in at 45 pounds. Yes, it's a Flemish rabbit. It's a very special rabbit. I asked the zookeepers the other day, I said, how did that rabbit get so big? They said, well, we feed it a very special diet here at the park. I said, what do you feed it? They said, we feed it gold soup. I said, gold soup? They said, yes, it's made with 24 carats. As you're walking around the park today, or if you're in a wheelchair power scooter, as you're motoring around today, if you look on the top of our buildings, we have scarecrows, what we call scarecrows. They're like owls and birds of prey, to keep the other birds away from those buildings. Now, one of our scarecrows just recently won an award. You know what for? Being outstanding in his field. That is a scarecrow. Outstanding. I love these jokes. We did recently have World Turtle Day. That's right. We're leaving this station. Say goodbye to Kay over there on the left-hand side. Bye, Kay.
Bye.
Bye, Kay. Bye, Kay. Now we are passing underneath Shikra. Shikra is our dive coaster in the park. It is not Shakira. Shakira is a Latin singer. That's a completely different thing. Shikra is our dive coaster. Takes you 200 feet into the sky. It takes you to 90-degree drops. 2 of them to be exact. 70 miles an hour, 4 G's in the turn. That is Shikra, located here in Canada. Coming up on the right-hand side of the train is the land of Pantopia. Inside of Pantopia, we have the Scorpion roller coaster ride right there on the right side of the train. We got the carousel over there. We got the Phoenix boat ride. Hopefully soon we'll have Falcon's Fury operational. Doing a little testing. Make sure it's safe when we run up and down. We got the Pantopia Grill. We've got snow cones and smoothies. We've got the Twisted Tails Pretzel Factory. And ladies and gentlemen, we also have Games of Chance over here in Pantopia. Now, Games of Chance means you're going to throw down some money. You're going to try and win a prize. Now, that implies that we allow gambling here in the park, but we do not. There's no gambling anywhere allowed inside of Busch Gardens. You know why? Too many cheetahs. Yeah, they don't get better, honey. That's what you're telling me. To the left-hand side of the train, we've got the Stanley Falls Launch Room, and we also have the Sky Ride. Now, the Sky Ride is going to take you 50 feet in the air, does 10 miles an hour, and takes you from the back of the park to the front of the park. Takes you over top of the Serengeti Plains, so you can see the animals. I will caution you that some of those cars do have drop-out floors, and that is how we feed the lions. If you happen to be in one of those cars, well, thank you for coming to Busch Gardens today. We appreciate you taking it. Helps keep our feeding costs down. left-hand side is Congo train station. We're not stopping there right now, though. We're going to keep on rolling through, head out onto the plains of the Serengeti. Before we get there, we have a service road to cross over. I got to tell you, something happened at the service road the other day. One of our tortoises was trying to escape. Got in front of the train, we flipped it upside down by accident. We revived the tortoise, got him righted and situated upright. We asked him what happened. He said he couldn't remember. It all happened so fast. We have some witnesses that came forward after the accident. Said there was a snail on the back of that tortoise's door. Say hi to the green train, ladies and gentlemen. Over to the right-hand side, we are now entering the plains of the Serengeti. So do me a favor, don't drop anything out here. But if you do, just leave it lay where it lays. We'll send someone back to get it. Over to the right side of the train, the first thing I can see is the Caribbean flamingos out there. Those little pink chickens on stilts. We also have the scimitar horned oryx out here. These are the white and brown animals that are laying down with a really long set of horns off the top of their head. Now the ancient Egyptians used to bind those long horns together, and we believe that is the origin of the myth of the unicorn. Over to the left-hand side, we've got some Grant zebras right here. Grant zebras are the most photographed of the zebra family. Their stripes go all the way underneath and connect onto their bellies. We also have a very special and elusive animal here on the plains of the Serengeti, ladies and gentlemen. This animal stands perfectly still once it detects your presence. They're all in a herd right here on the hillside. This is the Busch Gardens rockalope. Out in the distance, we've got some greater kudu. The greater kudu is considered the most handsome of the antelope families. And some white rhinos are out there too, underneath the shade of the tree. Around the watering hole, we have the marabou storks over here on the left side. They are protecting their nest. And it looks like we got some more greater kudu over here on the left. Now, if we do have the kudu, keep your eyes open for Zeus. He's the male of the species. He's got a spiraling set of horns on the top of his head. He's an absolutely gorgeous animal, and you will understand why they are considered the most handsome. He's hiding in the bushes. We have our black rhino forest over there on the left-hand side as well. Now, black rhinos are more aggressive and territorial than white rhinos, so he gets his own little space, his own little enclosure over there. And that's how he likes it. He likes to be left alone. You notice on the black rhino, he has a very pointed snout. That's because he has a prehensile upper lip that he can use to pull up things out of the ground so he can eat them. We have some impalas and antelope over on the left-hand side. So we're going to make our way into the Nairobi train station right now. Nairobi's train station is the closest station to the front of the park. It's the closest station to the Monsoon. It is the closest station to the Marrakesh Market, the Moroccan Palace. It is also the closest station to the Serengeti Outpost, where you can book a tour to go out on the back of a flatbed truck and check out the animals and even feed giraffes. To the right side of the train is the Animal Care Center, where our vets take care of the animals in the morning behind a glass wall. And then in the afternoons, we have nutritional shows telling you what the animals eat here in the park each and every day. To the left of the train, right by the Serengeti Safari Tour Trucks, are Nyalas. They are one of our newer animals here in the park, Nyalas. They are very dimorphic in that the females and males are very, very different from one another. So those are all females right there. We are coming into Nairobi, ladies and gentlemen, so please remain seated until we come to a complete stop. Now, if you have enjoyed your time on the train with me today so far, if you feel the need to tell somebody, I want to remind you that my name is Rich. If you have not enjoyed your time on the train with me so far today, and you need to tell somebody, let me remind you that my name is Marcus. That's right. Hold on for just a second. We're almost done. We're almost there. It is now safe to exit on the platform side of the train.